Welcome to downtown Detroit and welcome inside Ford Field. Tonight should be a good one, Bron, because we honor John Madden with our Thanksgiving celebration series between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. To get this one going. And we're off and running from Ford Field. Jacob Sailors now to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
The legend of this guy just grows year by year in the Motor City. The best individual season of his career, leading these Lions to a franchise record 15 wins. Now they just got to get to the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl.
Goff off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 17 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go.
From the gun, Goff. On him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with third down. Here he goes, third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Really, I'm flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock is third as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
Give a lot of credit to Jordan last year. Worked through a bunch of injuries over the course of the season. Remember, the Packers were down and had to claw themselves back to the playoffs. And this kid's averaged almost 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns a year the last 2 years as a starter. A big reason why they made the postseason both times.
Even 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Love now. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They pick up 14 yards on that one.
14 yards.
And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First down. A gain of 14. And a Packer first down.
From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The Packers take their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Sailors now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Well, this upcoming week, Brock, a big one for all of us here in the Madden community. It is the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Week. A chance for all of us to celebrate our namesake, the impact he's had on the sport we love across an incredible week of games. It all begins with Green Bay at Detroit on Thanksgiving Day, and it's going to continue all the way through to the bookend. Giants at Patriots, a rematch of a couple of Super Bowls on Monday night. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's a gain of 8.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
At the 30-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
At the 31. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest. And that one forces a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
It'll be another punt. Jack Fox out there once again. Pulled in at the 20. Escapes the defender. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they'll start to murmur, and you might even hear a few birds.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Connecting on the slant. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Love out of the shotgun. That's caught for the first. And he is hauled down right at that midfield strike. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. He dodged the tackle. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They have it on 2nd and short. They stick with Jacobs. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st down.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Go right side, and Dobbs has it. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
Love now, off the play action. Brought in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Packers 1st down. 1st and goal, Green Bay.
Ready?
Jacobs goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. A very short kick here from the right hash. McManus sends it through. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Sailors now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Lions get ready to return to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
You know, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Here goes tonight.
Off play action, Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards, too. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
43-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
And that tackle stops him after a solid game. The Lions ready for the punt. On the return for the Packers, that's Matthew Golden. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. It looks to be at about the 17-yard line. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. To the air with Love. Looking slant route complete. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? They make the quick stop at the 31. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, ready.
Handoff here to Jacobs. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Down.
1st and 10 at the 46.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're set backwards on 1st down. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Set, ready, cut.
Love now to throw. Cut for big yards on the right side. Just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards.
50, green,
And the
ready.
Packers
Now Love on the play fake. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to find his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Set.
Back to the air. Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And the stop is made at the 32, so give him almost enough for a new set of downs. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Ready.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's long. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Packers.
Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now it's Brandon McManus to attempt this Packers field goal. This is a 48-yard look for him. McManus sends it through. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. 3rd quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Brooks now on the return. Dodges another stop. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. Out comes Green Bay. They have the first series of this 2nd half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the 1st half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going. Hey, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. Rolling into enemy territory. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
23-yard line.
Ready.
Throwing on 1st down, Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
23-yard line.
There's Love to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Guys, man, it's golden. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those gains.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and
he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
So Love brings his Packers to the line. They're going for 2.
The Packers will set
They're
up
gonna
for
run
the
it right.
two-point conversion.
And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. Defense perhaps a little too worried about the pass there, partner, and as a result, they're able to run it in for 2.
It really becomes a numbers game down here. And you see a lot of teams employ this, right? If there's numbers there against the pass, we're going to be committed to running. If they stack the box, we got to be willing to throw it. In this case, it was a numbers advantage and the simplest path for 2 points.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Lions offense returning to the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak here. Goff. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. First down now. Ball at the 33.
First down. First and 10.
Action here with Goff. And the pack gets home. They drop him. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up second down.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, watch twins. Watch twins.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's good. 4 on Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Lions with possession, but this one pretty much decided at this point. New set of downs for him from the 31. On first down, it's Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, you like these results in first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
From the gun, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The set forces a now tougher 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 8.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further.
Let's go. Hey.
Hand off to Jacobs to start the drive. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Love with it on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Love looking to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Third and long for him here. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. The Packers send out their punting unit.
In punt formation.
Thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. He brings in the fair catch here, but, well, we might not be done. We've got a flag on the field. Well, if there's an avoidable penalty, Brock, that's probably it. He just didn't let him make the fair catch, and that's going to help their field position considerably. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there. Here's Goff on first and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this
The
defense.
tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Goff to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough third down.
Third down.
Offense to the line fast. Here he goes, third and long. He lofts it deep right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You never ever as an offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Turnover on down.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
So first down from the 41.
Ready.
Jacobs running behind center. Into the second level past the 30. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing, it's Love. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line of the play.
Good luck defending that short yardage slang. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it first and goal.
Fourth down? Absolutely. Third down? Sure, why not? But second and short? It's not too often you see a sneak right there. But hard for me to really criticize when you move those chains.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Packers grow their lead yet again.
Lions, nothing.
McManus to kick this away. Sailors now on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
After the sack, here comes 2nd and 11. Off play action, Goff. Right, reels it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And a lot to be happy with on both sides of the football as they come away with a total team victory in this one. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.